Just a year ago, Maldives was chanting India out. They were circulating anti-India hashtag and their ministers, they were throwing Twitter tantrums. And our so-called German experts were calling it a diplomacy failure and asking for the resignation of Jaishankar. Fast forward to July 2025, PM Modi landed on Maldives as their chief guest of Independence Day. And the same guy, President Muizu, who was actively involved in anti-India campaign, was the one to receive PM on red carpet. And not just this, he called India their strategic partner and a trusted friend. But how the table turned, let's talk about real brilliance of Indian foreign policy. Despite the rising tension in 2024 between India-Maldives relations, PM Modi still decided to call on Muizu on his swearing-in ceremony. Also in 2024, when Maldives asked India to withdraw its military personnel, India agreed but convinced to keep helicopters and boats with Maldives in order to aid their coastal defense. And our foreign policy not just stopped here. When Maldives was facing a financial crisis, India was the one to provide with line of credit. India was the one who deferred their payment. We were the one who extended support, financial support, raising their budgetary allocation from 400 crores to 600 crores. Also on an infrastructural front, India was giving active assistance to Maldives, be it buildings of houses, be it buildings of airports, for instance, Hanhimadhu Airport. This isn't just a goodwill part from India. India believes that Maldives can be a true friend. Maldives is strategically located and India believes Maldives as a strategic partner to Indian foreign policy. Diplomacy isn't just a YouTube rant, it is silent, it is strategic and it is long term. And when diplomacy works, even the most critical and most harsh neighbors turns to be our closest friend.